Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Party rock.
DJ Nicolas Style.
Is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. Woo. Everybody just have a good time.
Clap, clap.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
Oh.
Everybody just have a good time.
I can feel this
We
thing.
gon' make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
We just wanna see you
Shake that.
DJ Nicolas Style.
Shake that. 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 Shake that.
Let's go.
Party Rock is in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.
Yeah.
And we gon' make you lose your mind. Everybody just have a good time.
Clap, clap.
Party Rock is in the house tonight.
Oh.
Everybody just have a good time.
I can feel this
And we
thing.
gon' make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
We just wanna see you
Shake that.
DJ Nicolas Style. DJ Nicolas Style. Nicolas Style. Nicolas Style.
Shake that bottle and make it